guys, long time and no see, I know. So I thank you for tuning in and watching. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here to the Western Reborn crew. So yes, first of all, massive apologies for not having posted for a couple of months now since I've got back from holiday. A lot has gone on for me. It's also summer here where I live in Australia, and Queensland, where the state I live in, is actually known for being the sunny state. So that's not even the half of it. So here in Charleville, we've been having 40 degrees Celsius heat, which in other parts of the world, I think that's about 104, 105 degrees Fahrenheit. So it gives you an idea of how hot we can get. So it has been very hot, and to make things worse for me, my darling humble home doesn't have any aircon left in it anymore. So that's part of the renovation fixing plans in the future. So for now, I have to wait till the end of the day when it gets a bit cooler and I can do a video with a ring light on, so it's less heat, I suppose, and less strain on my phone, because sadly enough, my phone's on its way out. I've been having to pop it in the fridge just to cool it down, because it keeps blanking out on me. So I'm in the middle of a phone call and it just shuts down. So it looks like I'm headed for a new phone. Now, with all that's going on, here you are looking at Brently and Shane. So before I get into what this video is all about, here we have Shane and Brently. Now here we have Shane, he's sitting in a bumbo seat. Now it's a purple bumbo seat. Look at his cute little foot. So it's a purple bumbo seat, so as not to transfer his colour or the colour to his vinyl, I've just put a little muslin blanket on, which is one of my Reborn shopping hauls. And for Brently, he's actually laying on a fitted cot sheet. So it's got some wattle flowers, gum leaves, and some other little wattle type flowers on it. And it's just wrapped in a cushion. And here we have them both, if you have noticed, in matching outfits. So it's another one of my Reborn shopping hauls. So it's a onesie. It's got probably a light dusky blue background. It has some gum leaves. I don't know what leaves they are. It is very Australian because we have koalas. I think we have a cockatoo in there. We have a kangaroo. And it's also got New Zealand in it because we even have a kiwi. Don't know if you noticed that. There's a kiwi. So I just thought they were so cute. But to have a kiwi on it, well, it must be Australia and New Zealand. So there you go. So I really liked those outfits, and they're sort of matchy. But I'm also getting them to wear it today because I'm actually going to participate in a theme? It's called #SoBlueDollySunday. And that's hosted by Tamara at Onceupona Nursery. So I'll have her link of her channel and the theme in the description box below. So I think that the goal is you can have anything blue with your Reborns, whether it's in the accessory, in the clothing, maybe a bow in the hair, not that these two need a bow, but we have a bit of blue in his dummy, but they're wearing blue, so they definitely are matching the theme. So I thought I'd post today with that in mind. Now, I'm actually displaying these two Reborns for a reason for this video. And that's because the holiday that I had was about my husband Brent, to which these two are accustomed after at different ages of his childhood. And I've detailed them in their own videos of Shane and Brently and their story. Now I did want to video some of my trip while I was away, however I wasn't prepared properly, I suppose, for out and about videoing, especially with my phone. I mean, I didn't know I was on the way out, but it wouldn't have really held much video footage, and I would have had to download that every night or every day to my laptop, and I was pretty well busy. But I did manage to take some photos, so that will be at the end of the this video. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll remember I think one of the reborn videos was about Eden. Reborn Eden from Bountiful Baby, to which I reborn for my niece. So I have an update. I said I'd come back to use with an update. So first of all, I have permission to mention my niece and my sister in my channel. So my niece is Mary Joy, and her mum, who is my darling sister, is Catherine. Now, I presented Mary Joy with Eden and a box opening, as we commonly know it. It's the first time for her. And also surprised them with my Reborn video channel here on YouTube. So my niece, Mary Joy, she was absolutely tickled pink that Eden was on a YouTube channel. And now that she'll probably be even more tickled pink because now her name is mentioned on one. And at the end of the video again, I'll have a photo of Mary Joy with her reborn Eden, which she named Edna, and her other reborn, Summer Rain, to which she kept that name. So first of all, let's get into the intent of my holiday and how it went, as you're admiring both these boys here. The intent was to naturally see my family in person, whom I had not seen since my husband had passed back in 2020. However, I wanted to use that time also while I was down there to really come to terms with the loss of Brent while I was down there, and the memories that really come with it from being in that area. Now, I now live in an outback country called Charleville in Queensland, as I've mentioned before, and this is where we were actually moving to when he passed. It was where I raised my children until they're adults, so they're adults now. And my family live in Caboolture, which is a suburb on the Sunshine Coast, just out of Brisbane, 9 hours drive from Charleville. Now, Brent and I lived just 15 minutes from Caboolture in a town called Peachester. It's a very little town, and it's up in the hills above Glasshouse Mountains. So if anyone is familiar with Queensland, you'll be familiar with Glasshouse Mountains. It is a common tourist spot just because of the mountains themselves. And it was actually, just a fun fact, it was the first thing Captain Cook actually named in Australia, was the Glasshouse Mountains, because when he noticed it from the ocean, he said it looked like his home area in Scotland, I think, which was called Glasshouse Mountains. I think I got that right. I'll have to go back to the tourist board just to get it right if I haven't got it. Now, the drive to Brisbane from Charleville was fantastic, and it did go smoothly, the whole 9 hours. I did take Brently and Shane in their car seats, and it got a bit comical because every 3 hours I actually fill up my car with fuel. I only use about maybe half a tank, but I still fill up anyway, just in case I break down or something may happen. So I had to fill up at my first stop, which was 3 hours down, which is in Roma. So I've filled up my car, I've locked my car, and I've gone in and paid for the fuel. And I've come out, and this fella is looking so weird, like he's parked behind me and he's looking really serious and angry at me. And I'm thinking, I don't even know him. What's his caper? Anyway, as I'm walking to the back of my car, I can see Brently in his capsule through the back window. And I registered that the fella behind me thought I'd locked up my car with the baby in it and just gone and paid for my fuel without aircon on. So, I really got what he meant. So I quickly got a muslin blanket and I chucked it over the capsule, got in and drove away. So I left that muslin blanket for the rest of the trip. And any time Brently was in the car, actually. Now, look, after the drive there to Brisbane, I was okay. However, a couple of days later, I think I got so overwhelmed being there, the memories of everything, I suppose, that I ended up driving the 9 or so hours back home. Yep. So when I got home, I took that week to really sort out my head and my heart, and then I headed back to Brisbane again, back 9 hours. But I think I was more prepared emotionally, at least. I felt like I was a bit of a burden on my family, and I didn't want to be a burden on my family. So I think I kept a lot of emotions in, and I think within that couple of days it was really starting to build up. So I had a plan. This time I only took Brently back, didn't take no car seats. I had him in this little setup he's in here now. I've got it. I had him on that in the front seat right beside me. Yep, I took a muslin blanket too, so I'd cover him every time I filled up with fuel. And I had a set plan of what I was going to do while down there, besides catching up with my family, but it was about really making new memories with Brently and memory of Brent. Yeah, so that way, because I have to visit Brisbane. That's where my family is, and I had to really just accept that I had a life there. It's now gone because my husband's passed. And I really had to deal with the emotions that came with that. But I really did, though, have a good time away. Spilled some tears every night, but everything I did down there was a memory of Brent. And I shared in doing that with Brently at certain times. You know, every morning and evening I'd take Brently in my little baby carrier that you baby wrap carrier. And it's actually got a label, Husband and Co, on the front of it. So if anyone ever asks, oh, who's this? I'd just point to the label and it says Husband and Co. But yeah, so I'd take him for a walk around the park there. I walked up to the Coles and got shopping. People did sort of look at me. I mean, you couldn't really see Brently besides his hair. I had him pretty well covered up. So they all thought I was probably a nana walking my grandchild, newborn grandchild. So that was okay. Never had any weirdness or anything, but I didn't really put myself in that sort of situation where I'd get some weirdness. Now, I actually went to places where me and Brent, my husband, used to go, where we used to eat, where we used to shop, things like that. So, for example, I had to get my car keys fixed for my car. So I actually went to the place that me and Brent went to a lot to get not only our keys fixed for our cars back then, but also we'd go there to get our boots fixed. There was other things that they used to do, things like that. So little memorable places. Every time me and Brent went shopping, we'd always get a kebab at the best kebab shop ever. We'd say the world, but we've never been around the world eating kebabs. But in Caloundra or in Queensland, we think Caloundra has the best kebabs. So if anyone's in Queensland watching this, go to Caloundra. So what else did I do there? I truly want to thank my sister and my niece, my sister Kathy and my niece Mary Joy, immensely for being the best support I could have had through it all. And it wasn't because they were always there throughout this time, but their understanding of what I needed to do without judgment was what really helped support me. I mean, my darling sister has gone through her own similar loss, so I know she totally understands my situation. And I think I've mentioned previously in another video that Brent and I are Jehovah's Witnesses, so I'd also like to attribute the fact my God Jehovah answered all my anxious prayers in supporting me through that time down there. And my sister and my niece were definitely an answer to those prayers. He's used them to help me get through it. So again, thank you, Kathy and my darling Mary Joy. I love yous so much. Just as a side note, Mary Joy wants to have a YouTube channel of her own. So whether it will be Reborns, we don't know yet. One of the most important things I did do was I went back to the place where Brent and I used to live in Peachester up until Brent passed. We lived in a flat on the same property as my in-laws. They sold the place not long after Brent passed away, so it's now in a young family's hands, and boy have they done some stuff to the property, which is really lovely to see. It has changed, except for the main house, but it has changed. The flat that me and Brent used to live in is no longer there. It's actually gone. And I have a funny little story. Me and Brent, well, I used to lay there and I'd hear these, it obviously was mice, or could have been rats because I used to see rats there, but they'd scurry across the roof and you hear this little, like a whelp. And I'd look at Brent and go, what was that? And he said, oh, it's probably a snake grabbing a mouse or a rat. And I always thought he was joking with me. But I asked the owner, the husband of the family, I said, when you were pulling that down, when you came to the ceiling, was there any snakes up there by any chance? He goes, oh, plenty. I said, no, I'm not joking. Were there snakes up there? He goes, yeah, no, I'm not joking. Plenty. I said, you've got to be joking me. He goes, don't worry, they're all carpet snakes, or the carpet pythons. But he said there were plenty. He definitely couldn't have counted them. There were definitely not a dozen carpet snakes up there. There were at least maybe up to 50 carpet snakes in that roof, which I thought, wow. And as we were walking out, there was a carpet snake skin on the ground. So I went, I probably saw 2 snakes there. Saw a carpet python, which tried to get our little dog Malou. She's a bull terrier. So Brent killed it. And hung it in the tree so other snakes he thought would come, so the other snakes wouldn't come back. And besides that, a little green grass snake maybe. He wasn't poisonous, but I saw him on the fence and he was just slithering past. But yeah, so those were my 2 adventures, but there's no way I saw 100 lot of snakes. I would have freaked if I had known that was in the roof. So anyway, as I'm looking around, they allowed me to have a look at the place, and the family kept the greenhouse Brent had built me. Apparently the husband's mother loves the greenhouse, so they kept that. And there's also an old boat of Brent's that was still there, so they allowed that their kids play in. So they allowed me to go back another day, which I did. I took my sister Kathy and her daughter Mary Joy along, and we had photos taken of Brently and I with the greenhouse, and with some other memorable parts of, memorable stuff of the place. Because this is the property where Brent and I also got married. So it contains a lot of beautiful and happy memories. So it was like saying a final goodbye to that part of my life that I have such beautiful memories of. And I know I won't revisit. The property I'll probably drive past, but I will never revisit. So at the end of the video, again, I'll include some photos of Brent and I, and Brent at the property, and then alongside those photos will be Brently and I in the same areas of the property. So I have to say, doing this really helped me to move forward in my life, not moving on, just forward. So that was my holiday, the intent of it and what happened. And that's only a tad bit. I did have a good time though. I think when I came home, it really did catch up with me, but I did what I set out and planned to do. And that was reborn related shopping. Oh my word. I mean, I did other little shoppings, personal shoppings and stuff, but everything I got or did was a memory of Brent. But in saying that, let's get into the shopping part of it for the Reborns. So I'll pause this and I'll come back. I'll let them go back because I'm going to need that whole area where they're sitting just to show you some of the clothes. I'll be back. Well, hello guys, we're back. Now there's quite a lot of clothes to show, and like how others usually just grab it out, I've got so much to show that I just want to do it in sequence, I suppose, for each style that I got it for. So this will be Brently's little haul, which I think is pretty cute. We have a little romper, shorts romper, which says Mama's Cheeky Monkey. The background fabric is, I don't know, I hate describing clothes, and the colours get me, especially if it's just not green. It's like so this is like a light army type green, and on it it's got some what looks like palm trees or coconut trees with a big gorilla on there. A lot of little gorillas not little, big gorillas on there. Next we have a singlet romper, and it says all over it in cursive writing, I love Mummy and I love Daddy. So, and I also grabbed these socks, which aren't matching, and I don't know whether they're supposed to have a matching pair, but they were together, and it says, I love you, Mummy, and I love you, Daddy. One is grey, got a grey background with I love you, Mummy, and the other one is a white sock with grey lines. So I don't know if they're just missing the other pair and just put them together, but I grabbed them anyway. And the other romper is, it says I love Dad and I love Mum. So one of the things I do like to get for Brently and Shane are the I love Mum, I love Dad clothing, because I just do, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first haul right there for Brently. More to come. Okay, so here we've got another little short singlet romper. It's light blue background with dark blue cars, pictures of the front and back of cars all over it, for Brently. Now, my Brent just loved his cars, and he was one, I wouldn't say heck of a driver, because he's had a few accidents. Thankfully, it's not me in the car, but he used to be not a car salesman, but he used to work for car sales people with detailing cars, and he did know how to reverse a car or park a car in the most tightest of spots and get out of them. It was amazing to see, when he used to tell me how he could do that. I just thought, oh, well, he's just trying to, impress me. But then he did it, and I was like panicking, thinking, is he going to get in? And it didn't matter where we had to go or where we had to park, get a car in, he would get it in there no matter the car. He was just such a good judge of eye when it came to those things. So I grabbed that. And this is like just a long romper, and I really liked it. It's white with blue stripes going horizontally, and it's got a giraffe, body of a giraffe with its neck going up one sleeve and the neck and the head going down the other sleeve. And I really loved the grey patches on it and the grey trim. So I just thought it was a quirky little romper that I grabbed that as well. I'll grab the next lot. Okay, so we have another singlet romper, and everyone would love to know what this is. This is the World of Eric Carl or Carly. He must be the rider of the Hungry Hungry Caterpillar, because we have the Hungry Hungry Caterpillar climbing up a pear or an apple, and it says Tiny and Hungry on it. And the background is white with grey horizontal stripes. So this is a book I know I've read to my children, but I read as a child. And we've got another singlet shorts romper. It's white with blue trim. It's like a light blue trim. And it has heaps of pictures of monkey, like a blue monkey, a helicopter, aeroplane with, looks like a giraffe in it, cars, numbers, ABC, sheep, tractor, air balloon, and all those sort of things. So it's from Tiny Little Wonders. But all of these I got from an op shop. I think that's what others in America maybe call thrift shops. We call them op shops here. So all the clothing that I got was from an op shop, except for the two outfits that Brently and Shane were wearing. They were brand new from Kmart, but the rest of the items I got from an op shop. Okay, next lot coming. Back again. So we've got two little rompers, two sleeved rompers. I really like this one. It just fits Brently. It is a 5-0 from Baby, but it is white with white trim but blue stitching on the trim and around the neck. And it has a little bee, which I thought was apt for Brently, and blue colour bee, a blue colour star, blue colour triangle, turtles, and that's it for the patterning on the body. And over here we have the romper which says awesome. So it's got dark blue trim around the legs and the neck, with the same dark blue colour of awesome written across the chest, and on it it's a white romper with blue whales all over it. So, yep. And one more item for Brently to go. Okay, the last lot is, well, famous AC/DC. Now, Brent, I think we're just the era who loved AC/DC. I do have an AC/DC romper that I got Brently when I first actually got him 2 years ago. But I found this in an op shop, and these cool well, they're not matching, but I think they match shorts. It's got BB Mr. Cool on it, so B for Brently. Next to that we have a Bond singlet. Now this Bond singlet, even though it's 5 zeros, this Bond singlet, and with the little Bond emblem on there, my husband wore Bond singlets all the time under his clothing, all the time, and it had the little man, so of course I was going to get that. Some Bond socks. I thought these ribbed mittens went really well with the socks and the ribbed Bonds singlet. Here we have it's a new baby grey singlet with dark blue fish on it, and Brent was quite the fisherman, so I grabbed that. Here we have a little cap. It fits his head perfectly. It says great catch, and I just love this little bib, Mama's Little Man. So that was the last of Brently's shopping haul that I did for him, but I can't wait to dress him in these, and it's definitely the season for it with the summer outfits and stuff. I didn't get no winter stuff, I don't think, that I can remember. I did for Shane, but not for Brently. I think it was just so hot. You see a winter item and go, no, won't be putting that on him, as if he's a real baby and will grow out of it. So yeah, no winter stuff. But so that was the last of Brently's clothes. I'll get on to Shane's now. Okay, so here we have the first little outfit I got for Shane. A beautiful, it looks like denim, but it isn't. It is very cottony. Overall set, it probably will be a bit short, like as shorts on him. It says limited edition, designed with love, established 1964. Overall romper set. Got some matching dark blue teddy bear shoes. I thought they were cute. They are a bit big for him, but you wouldn't know it putting them on. And a beautiful green and white checkered short sleeved shirt. It actually says on there Adventure Tour 43 with brown buttons. So that's his first set. I don't know, I might have to start the video again, because I think I can only record 30 minutes at a time. And I've nearly spoken for 30 minutes. Who wants to listen to me for that long? Okay, so we have another 2 romper sets, overall romper sets. This one is a blue and white romper set, and it has a little tag on it, Into the Woods, little like leather tag on the front blue pocket, some metal buttons, and it is a warmish outfit. It's got fleecing, a bit of fleecing on the inside. I also got this beautiful polo shirt, has a heap of little skeleton fish on there and 3 buttons up the front, blue collar with a white trim and white trim on the sleeves, and a grey overall set with black pluses, black lines in the form of a plus, and it has a little bear, so bear ears on the front, its pockets from the side, got front ears, little ears, eyes, and could be a cat, but I think it's meant to be a bear on the front pocket with a crossover. Well, you don't have to have a crossover. Straps. Grab the next lot. So, really loved these 2 outfits. I could not half have got them. This I already had. I didn't buy this away, but I thought it went really well. It's a bib with a little bow tie on it, which I thought went really well with this shirt. It's a light blue shirt and has little polka dots on the inside of the collar. And this is a separate vest that I just chucked over it that I found. Some cute little corduroy shoes, brown corduroy with blue trimming, dark blue trimming, which I think will go well with that. I've got a nice set of pants for them. And this little thing, another little shirt, vest and bow tie and shorts on romper on this one. Pockets don't work, but as if they're going to be putting their hands in. But it's a short sleeve, this one is, and the shirt over here is the long sleeve. So there's going to be some formal events they can go to now. Next slide. Okay, now Brent always loved camouflage, and every time he used to wear them, because you know how camouflage is supposed to make you disappear, he'd wear them and he'd go, "You can't see me." And I said, "Yeah, I can see you." He'd said, "No, you can't see me. I'm wearing camouflage, so you can't see me." So he'd always say that every time he wore camouflage. So this definitely was a reminder of Brent, but I loved it. This little singlet romper, which says in camo, so it's a light blue singlet romper, and on it it has Mama's Boy in camouflage design. Camouflage bib, so we definitely won't be able to see in Shane now, and a camouflage in blue short-sleeved shorts romper. So I thought that was really cute and really funny. Okay, next one. Here we've got another little, well, these aren't rompers, they're actually shorts and a shirt set, and I found them all separately at different op shops, and I just put them together. They probably don't go, but so here we've got a yellow t-shirt with grey trimming on the sleeves, and on the front it says Mummy's Little Hero, me, Shane, and these grey and white checkered shorts with a yellowy brown type button with a brown sort of, supposed to be a belt, of course. And this is called Henry's. Henry? The brand is called Henry. Love Heart Henry. Here we've got on the other shirt, another shirt, on the other shirt. On this other shirt it says Daddy's Little Submarine. So it's blue and white horizontal lines with a big yellow submarine and Daddy's Little Submarine written on the bottom. And these blue and green horizontal lined shorts all the way down with green, with a green, it's like they're like board shorts. They've got the material of board shorts. And Brent would always wear his board shorts. He didn't really wear shorts like these. If he did, they were really long to his knees. But he did like his board shorts to wear around. He used to be, when I knew him when we were both 16 and 17, he always used to wear black tight jeans. Never would you see Brent in shorts then, but I hardly ever saw him in jeans unless it was winter, and they definitely weren't black and tight. They just were very casual and fitting for his age, I suppose. But when he was younger, he liked to show off his little skinny body. Okay, next lot of outfits. So here we have another shorts and shirt set. I loved this guitar setup. Again, I got them all at different op shops, or different places, different op shops, yep. Now this blue shirt has a guitar on it. Brent was a really good guitar player. He actually taught himself in 2014, bought a guitar, and when we married, and up until our marriage, all he did was, you know, he watched YouTube videos and downloaded all these things that taught him how to play guitar, and he'd practice and he'd practice, and it was so lovely to watch him practice. And he really was really good after 5 years. And then sadly, well, a week before he died, it was probably 4 days before he died, he actually bought me a guitar because he wanted to teach me how to play so we could sort of strum together. And I thought, well, because I used to play guitar when I was a kid, not for long, but I did like to play guitar. So yeah, so I bought this in memory of Brent, of course. Yes, I do play the guitar he bought me. He taught me one chord, I think it's called a chord, and I played that. Well, he wanted me to play it until I got really fast with it, and then I was supposed to go back to him for another chord. So that'll just have to wait. So with this shirt, a dark blue shirt with the guitar, was the little orange specks in the shirt. I thought this orange shorts with dark blue, or that might be black, guitar print over it. And I just thought that really was pretty cool. Here, yep, we have another AC/DC shirt for Shane, black, which is okay because he's got 3/4 limbs. They're all and cloth, so nothing will really transfer. And I thought these grey shorts went really well with it because it's hard to find shorts for baby boys. I think it was hard for me too when I had when I had my 3 baby boys. A lot of romper sets, but you don't really find shorts. So I don't mind shirts and shorts on a baby. Well, my Reborns anyway. Okay, I think we have 2 other outfits and then we're done. Well, this will be part 1. I'll have to do a part 2 for the girls' outfits that I did buy. Yes, I didn't leave the girls out. I'll be back. So here we've got a couple of shirts and a romper, which, I thought these were very manly looking, mini manly looking. So we've got a little white shirt with red sleeves with blue trim, saying little one on it. Something Brent would wear actually. Underneath we have another little shirt with sunglasses, red shirt with blue sunglasses down the front. And Brent was always one to wear sunglasses. And I really loved this romper. It's got a ribbed shoulder around the neck. It's a ribbed top part of the sleeve and shoulder. And across it we have different colours, horizontal lines. So we've got green, blue, really beautiful mango, maybe coral colour. Not so much orange, but coral, yellow, and a nice yellow. And then it repeats itself. So I really loved that outfit. And I think it's a Sprout outfit. That one is. This shirt, it doesn't have a brand on the shirt. Oh yes, Bub. The shirt's called Bub. And this one, the white little one shirt is, Now. Now I think was Target. Don't quote me on that one. Okay. Then while I'm still here, we'll put these over here because I don't have to pause it because everything's right and within my reach. I've got a beautiful little singlet with anchors on it. Brent loved his boat and loved being on the sea. I got a nice Pacific type of shirt with some Monstera Delisio plant leaf on it, big elephant ear leaves on it, and it looks like a cheetah, a toucan, maybe a chameleon, a bear in the background. So I thought that was really cute. Little light shirt. Found some I Love Daddy socks, blue and white. And they had stars on the top. And here we have, now these again are a wee bit big for him, but these little shoes. Now I did grab these. I loved it because they had stars on it. They're definitely boyish, but they have a soccer ball on the front of the shoe. Brent was not one for soccer, but he had this thing about the history of soccer was always started by the Aztecs or something back then, and so he hated soccer because of the history of soccer. I won't repeat it on here, just in case some 13 to 18-year-olds are watching. But apparently it's had a gruesome start to the sport. It wasn't a sport then, it was a horrible sport. Then we have, I'll leave these aside. Last but not least, I got these beautiful little slippers, dinosaur slippers. So they'll definitely be for winter. I did grab them. Are they dinosaurs or elephants? That says on their slumbies on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. But I thought they were cute. They might be elephants. Another shirt with a pickup truck, blue pickup truck on it with some plants in it, and that would be Brent bringing me my plants in his ute. We used to have a ute, and then we got a twin cab ute, very much the same. Here we got another singlet, a grey singlet, but it has clouds and a rainbow on there, so I think that might be for one of the girls. It could be a boy. Singlet. We have another singlet. This one's white with blue trim, blue pocket, with yellow and blue horizontal lines across it. Also a bub brand in this one as well. And here we have, last but not least, oh no, we have two more items. This is another singlet. Now I'm trying to find the brand to this. It's made in China. Now let me get, it says on here Gagao Tagao. Maybe it's a China brand, but I just love the colour. It's I wouldn't say it's orange, but orangey brown. Just got these cute little tags. Sorry about that's my cat. With blue, light blue trim on the sleeves and neck, and just got some writing up on the shoulder, which looks like pineapples. And we lived in pineapple country in Peach. Well, Glasshouse was pineapple country, bit of pineapple country. So that's sort of why I grabbed that one. And the last two items, which are two rompers, is so another shorts romper. They're both, oh no, one's a short sleeve romper and the other is a short sleeve romper. This one I think is so cute. I love the colour of it. It's like a dusky ice blue green, and it's got the alphabet all over it. So we've got a P made out of pencils, a zebra in the shape of a Z, a W, a worm in the shape of a W, an alligator making the shape of an A. Look at the elephant, makes the shape of an E. Giraffe, G. Hippopotamus for H. C for cat. There you go, Kathy. D for dinosaur. Oh, is that? Yeah, dinosaur makes the D. X-ray for an X. Rhinoceros for the R. Snake for the S. That's a common one. I think we have a llama here for L. I don't know what's making the M. Mosquito? Have to be. Looks like it. So I really thought that was really, really cute. So they were the last. That was the last of what I got for Shane out of his pile, out of his Reborn shopping haul. So I'll end it here because I have talked way too much. Yep, 45 minutes. I don't even know if you will get through this whole video and wanting to watch it. So thank you for sticking with me. I'll include some video photos at the end. But in part 2, I'll show you what nursery items I got, blankets I got for all the Reborn related stuff. And I'll also show Serenity and Anna's clothes and the cute little baby blankets and other nursery items I got in the next part 2. So stick around for that. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for just being a encouragement. I have watched all your videos, whoever I'm subscribed to. And you've helped motivate me to at least do this video today. But I'm going to get off now because 45 minutes is a long time. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a great rest of your next week. And remember, do the So Blue Dolly Sunday for Once Upon a Nursery's theme. And go check out her channel. Okay, thank you, guys. Bye.